This is a game between Magnus Carlsen and Nihal Sarin, and what you are about to see is how perfect endgame technique can create chances and win the game. In this position, Magnus Carlsen calculates, quietly, precisely. Capture, 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 capture. Each move feels simple, but every exchange is leading somewhere deeper. And then comes the moment, a knight sacrifice. Because if the knight is taken, the rook slides in, and suddenly, the queen is lost. And that's not all. This sacrifice comes with a fork, picking up the bishop as well. And just like that, Magnus is a pawn up. Now comes a subtle decision. Magnus allows a pawn to go, temporarily. He gives it up to activate the king. Meanwhile, Nihal makes a quiet error, a rook move that looks normal, but it turns passive. The king is far away, and the position, slowly, almost invisibly, starts favoring Magnus. A few moves later, the rooks are traded. Magnus calmly captures back a pawn. And now, this is no longer about tactics. This is about endgame understanding. If Magnus moves the king too early and gives away the pawn on e6, Black has a hidden resource, b6, a quiet move that shuts everything down. The king gets restricted, the activity disappears, and the game, it drifts toward a draw. But Magnus sees deeper. He gives up the pawn on e7, and in return, he gains attacking king position, which is far more valuable. Ka7, powerful position, watching both pawns, limiting the enemy king. Black's position tightens, fewer squares left. Every pawn push from white feels like the board is shrinking. In this position, there's another tempting move, b6 check. It looks forcing, but it's a trap. Because after that, it's white who becomes passive. The king loses control, the pawns fall, and suddenly, the game slips away. But Magnus doesn't fall for it. Instead, k8, a waiting move, a perfect move. He lets the black king come closer, but it's too late. The distance is too great. And now, the final phase. Magnus strikes first. He captures. He advances. And his pawn reaches promotion first. The game is over. Hear the backstory of this endgame from Magnus Carlsen himself, and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this.
I don't think I've ever actually been able to show this one in any sort of game before, be it a blitz tournament or classical, rapid, online, over the board, anything. I learned about this during the World Blitz Championship in Moscow back in the day. I think probably around 07. There was a game between Svidler and Morozovich where they agreed to a draw in a winning position for, I think, Morozovich, maybe Svidler, I don't remember, but one of them. And the point was that you get the king all the way to... Okay, let me just see that I'm not spewing nonsense now. This is indeed winning. Okay, it's pretty fun. I enjoy that. And then, yeah, then I go here, and then a3, and you win the pawn. Yeah, exact. Like, it looks so dead drawn, but because you get the king to a7, then you win. And I remember vividly that going through that game, I was like, this is winning?